Okay, so today I'm actually going to walk through with you and talk about the 5 parameters of ASL. And I'm going to do this voiced because I think that there is some confusion. And so I want to make sure that everybody understands clearly kind of why I'm going over these things and what the differences are between each one. So these 5 parameters of ASL, as the description says here, so that there are 5 things that are used to describe signs in your signer space. So all 5 of those parameters, when you do a sign, they have to be signed correctly in order for the word to come across accurately. So, for example, the sign for good, good, like we would sign good morning. But this sign good, the 5 things, the hand shape, the palm orientation, the location of the sign, the movement of the sign, and then also the what's the last one? Oh, the facial expression of the sign. All 5 of those things are going to make up this sign right here. So my palms are facing towards me. My hand shape are open hands. My location is from my chin to my other hand. My movement is, so I'm moving it from my chin to my hand. And then my facial expression, and your facial expression is going to depend um, on how good you are or not. So you might be good and show that in your facial expression, or you might be, see how my expression just, I'm kind of good with that facial expression. So the first one, like I said, so there are the 5: the hand shape, palm orientation, location, movement, and facial expression. Okay, so the first one with hand shape, this is all of your signs that you do are going to have a hand shape. So obviously you have the alphabet as hand shapes, but like in my example with the word good, these are not letters, but this is the hand shape that I'm using. It's just an open palm with closed fingers. Okay. So the examples that I gave on each one were examples of how if you only change the hand shape but leave all the other 5 parts the same, then your meaning is going to change. So for example, that the words red, all I'm doing now is changing my hand shape for pink. Everything else stays exactly the same. It's in the same place. It's in the same movement is the same. Facial expression is the same. All of that stays the same, except the hand shape is changing between pink and red. So that little change makes the meaning different. So same with the words measure and license. Another example is apple and candy. The next one is palm orientation. So this is whether your palm is facing out, towards you, down, up, whatever it may be. So some examples of these are maybe, and if I only change my palm orientation, I'm just changing it down. So instead of it being up, now it's down. I do the exact same thing, but now it's the word balance. Then the next example is school and cook. So the only thing I'm changing, so this one could be potentially a change in movement as well, because school is just up and down like this, and this is flipping your hand back and forth. But really that has to do with your palm orientation and where you're putting it. Other example would be thumbs up, I'm doing good, or thumbs down. Location, this is where you're going to put the sign on your body or in your space. So the signs for mom and dad are examples because everything stays the same except for the location that you put it. Mom is here on the chin, like this, and then dad is right here. So everything is the same except the location where I'm putting it. And then vacation and deer. So vacation and deer. And then that last example is milk, milk, and orange. Milk, orange. It's the location. Milk is out here in front of you. Orange is on your chin. And then movement. Some examples here, paper and clean. This is one that I have corrected you guys on a lot before. But remember when we sign the word paper, we're going in towards ourselves, not out. Because if we go out, that's the word for clean. Just that one difference in movement changes the meaning of the word. So paper in and then clean out. And then bug or lousy. So here's bug. And then this is lousy. So throwing it off the nose. So bug is just right on the nose. And the movement I do is with my two fingers like that. I know it can feel kind of funny, but it's on your nose. So bug. And then lousy is taking this shape from your nose here and throwing it kind of like this. Lousy. Okay. And then the last example is animal and tired. So animal and then tired. So the difference there is with the movement for animal, I just do it twice right here. And then tired is one big movement. Okay. And then lastly, facial expressions. Those are going to impact your meaning of your signs too, because I could sign the exact same thing, but just change my facial expressions and it changes the meaning of what you're doing. So for example, what's up? So the sign for what's up is right here on your shoulders. You go, what's up? So the first version could be, and the second one could be. So in my first one, I'm like, happy to see you. Hey, what's up? What's going on? And then the second one, I'm like, what's up? What are you doing? So in the second one, I have more of an annoyed facial expression. And those expressions are just going to change your meaning. Okay, in this next example, happy and unhappy. That's happy. My face is showing I'm happy, or see how like my eyes droop, my eyebrows droop. I'm showing that I'm not happy with my facial expressions. So, and then the last one, if I ask somebody, are you sick? And maybe in my first question, I show concern with my facial expressions here. And then the second one, I'm avoiding or like maybe scared of somebody being sick. So I would sign. So there in my facial expressions, I just show how I'm feeling and what I want to portray. So facial expressions are very powerful for meaning. And so those are the 5 things that I wanted to go over with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do the questions again from yesterday and probably some new ones. And I want you guys to practice picking these differences out when I'm signing. I want you to be able to tell me what's different. Is it my facial expression? Is it my location of the sign? Is it the movement? Is it my palm orientation? Or is it my hand shape? So you guys will do great.